Welcome to Built for This, the podcast where purpose meets performance. Hosted by business strategist and human behavior specialist Carly Pepin, this show dives into the real stories behind high-growth businesses. Let's bring life to your vision.
You didn't build your business to have to babysit it. You built it because you had something to offer, something that really mattered to you. And now, somewhere between the day-to-day, the team issues, the pivots, the pressure, you're just trying to figure out how to grow it, lead it, and still feel like yourself inside of it, while of course, making some cash. That's what the podcast is for. Built for This is where we have real conversations about what it actually takes to build something that lasts, without losing the thread of who you are or why you started doing it in the first place. If you haven't met me before, my name is Carly Pepin, and I'm a certified business strategist and human behavior specialist. I've worked for the past 15 years with founders, CEOs, business owners, entrepreneurs, and leadership teams around the world, supporting companies to help them through their most defining moments of growth and realignment. Some of my clients have been navigating a plateau, some are scaling fast but stretched thin, and others are quietly asking, why does this feel harder than it used to? They've all built something real, and now they're just trying to build what's next without losing themselves in the process. And that's what I love to help them do. This podcast isn't just going to be about formulas. It's not a highlight reel, and it's definitely not about how to be more productive with your color-coded calendar and a morning routine you don't even like doing. This is about the work underneath the work, the decisions that you're going to make when you can't please everyone, the pressures of hiring the right people, building real culture, and dealing with misalignment, especially when the problem isn't just your team, it's you as the leader. It's your vision when it gets cloudy, when your energy starts to dip, when you start to feel burnout and get disconnected from what used to matter. We're going to talk about all of that here. We do talk about strategy too, because it's not either or in business. If your execution is off, your alignment probably is too. If your team's underperforming, there's likely a values problem. If you're stuck in the same revenue bracket, it's not just a cash flow issue. It's going to also be a structure, clarity, or a leadership issue. So in every episode, I'm going to sit down with a founder, executive, business owner who's deep in it. We don't just talk about what's working, we talk about what broke, what had to be let go of, what didn't go as planned, what had to evolve. Some conversations are going to be strategic, and some are going to be very personal. Some go straight into the middle of perhaps a live coaching moment, because that's where the gold is. This is where real growth happens, not from a script, but from hearing the right question at the right time and seeing yourself, your company, your choices differently because of it. So if you're listening to this and thinking, I know I can lead better, I know there's more in me, and I just want a clear way forward, this is your space. This is the ones who built something that worked, but are ready to build something that works even better. This is for the people who care about their individuals that work for them, but also don't want to carry it all alone. And this is for the ones who want to scale, but not at the cost of themselves. This is for the ones who hit a wall and aren't afraid to admit it because they're ready to break through it. So it doesn't matter what industry you're in. I've had the opportunity to work with founders in hospitality, tech, construction, wellness, manufacturing, services, fashion, you name it. The common thread isn't what you sell, it's what you're here to build. You want something that lasts. You want something that reflects who you are. You want something that makes a real impact, and you don't want to be burnt out. You want to be inspired and fulfilled in the process. You're not crazy for that. You're not alone in it, and it's definitely not impossible. You don't need more noise. You don't need more self-help mantras. You need clarity, insight. You need to hear the stories behind the strategies and the strategies behind the stories. And that's what Built for This delivers. So if you're here, there's probably a reason. Press play on an episode and see what clicks, see what shifts, see what opens up in your own thinking. And if something makes you stop and say, okay, that's what I needed, good. That means we're doing it right. So let's go and let's get started. And let's bring life into that inspiring vision of yours.